Within certain left-leaning spaces, there's almost a gleeful celebration among people who have cut off family members over their political worship of this current administration. And something that I have seen is that certain aspects of the right have taken this dynamic and amplified it into this grotesque caricature of liberalism or lefty politics, as if to say, look, the left is trying to destroy and break up your families. And this tactic works, because something people often forget is that a big chunk of conservatives have taken to heart this whole party of family values shtick in such a way that they have embraced this family sticks together no matter what sort of directive for how to run their lives. But this often ignores that it's hard for someone to want to willfully ignore abject bigotry for the illusion of having a cohesive family. Which begs the question, when is it okay to cut off your family members? That is, who deserves to be in your life? And how do you decide that your political differences are simply too high to maintain connection with people who are your flesh and blood? Now, before you hear the rest of the video, leave a comment telling me what you think of these initial questions, and then revisit it after you've heard me out. My determination for this in my personal life comes down to abuse, intent, and growth. Do their beliefs or actions have the effect of creating abuse or harm that they know is the effect of their decisions, and how informed are they of these effects? Is their intent indirectly or directly to create that harm? And lastly, are they capable of growing past these beliefs? I have a huge special interest in cults and cult deprogramming practices, and as such, I can see these behaviors echoed in various different political schisms, and because of that, I believe that a lot of people have cut off family members prematurely, or inadvertently cut themselves off from what could have been a moment to recognize a propaganda-programmed individual with no capability of understanding the walls beyond their own cave, and in doing so have doomed them to spiral into something that is much worse than it would have been if they would have stuck around and tried to at least, nudge a little bit. That being said, I don't think that everyone is capable of doing the work necessary to bring their family members back from the brink. But I do think that if you're having trouble with seeing eye to eye on politics, it's okay to hold those people at a soft distance while also not condoning their unfettered access to your life and their beliefs. On the converse, it's also not a good thing to just keep your relationship exactly the same and just come to an agreement that you're not going to talk about any of the stuff you disagree with. Now, none of this belief is saying that people need to put up with actually hardcore abusive and narcissistic asshole family members. But it's okay if you have problematic family members and you just walk a tight line with them in the hope that someday you or somebody who is capable of reaching them will reach them and kind of pull them out of that spiral. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear yours, because we need to remember that the real family is the friends you've made along the way.